Wedge 2.0, the rapid ascension to 2.0 million in booked revenue. You know, once you get to $1 million in revenue, you're in relatively thin air. You've ascended to the top of a mountain, and when you've summited, you look around, you beat your chest, you scream and holler in celebration, you say a prayer of gratitude, and you stop and think, what's next? I mean, there are lots of people looking up at you wondering, how'd you do it? Was it luck, perspiration, or skill? I mean, some are pulling for you to fly higher because it puts air under their wings, while others are hoping you will slip and fall. You know, in some ways, it's extraordinarily fulfilling. In others, it's quite empty. You rapidly realize it's not the destination, it's the journey. You know, once you get to $1 million book, the pressure comes off from management. The last thing they want to do is run you off. See, their challenge is to get the newbies productive while they manage all of those that aspire to be like you but haven't figured it out yet. You get called on to tell your story of ascension, how you did it, the purpose, inspire all the others. And at the annual events, you're recognized as being one of the best in the trade. I mean, look what he or she does. You can do it too. But there's something missing. You have only a few peers, if any. See, when you were new, you had others to look up to and help you figure it out. Now who's there? The pressure's off. You're prized and recognized. Few peers to lead you on. What happened to the journey? So what's the magic in building a $2.0 million book of business? Well, there's no magic required. But you went from being a salesperson to a CEO of a small corporation, of a team, when that happens. See, the realization is that it's less about your sales skills now and more about your leadership ability. It used to be, how do I win? Now it's, how does the team win? The big realization is that you can't do it without a team. See, Journey 2.0 will test you in a different way. It's like climbing Mount Rainier at 14,411 feet, requires no prior experience if you have a guide. But the higher the mountain, the more the preparation, as there are risks. There are avalanches and crevices and cliffs and storms, and no one climbs alone because it's too dangerous. So what's your motive? Well, motive, it's a reason for doing something, especially one that is hidden or not so obvious. It's reason, motivation, motivating force, rationale, the grounds, the cause, the basis, the object, the purpose, the intention, the incentive, the inducement, the incitement, the lure, the inspiration, the stimulus, the spur. See, the synonyms for motive are endless, and yet every one of them induces a feeling, an emotion, a force to be reckoned with. You see, I'm less than 15 months away from celebrating 25 years in the business of helping insurance agents. Many of the best times were listening to their stories, where people were in their journey and then helping them close that gap. And let's all admit, the smarter they were, the more ambitious they were, the more they had the ability to implement, the better the results. And the higher the gratification as a consultant. Selfishly, I want to climb that mountain again with a team of producers that have already proven their genius. They are accomplished, talented, successful, and yet they thirst. And what do they thirst for? Well, it could be the money. Maybe it's the fame. Maybe they're just driven by fear. I don't know. All I care is that the thirst is there, the openness to share, the being vulnerable to the opportunity at hand. I selfishly want to work with the best and see if I can prove my worth by helping them become better. Wedge 2.0, if it happens, will be a small group of thirsty producers. The qualifications are relatively simple. Number one, you must have at least $950,000 of verifiable income. Number two, you must be able to commit to a 36-month journey. No quitting allowed. And you must have a huge desire to take that talent that got you to 1.0 to rapidly ascend to 2.0. And number 4, you must be recommended by another member, and see if we can find 10 producers that want to hang, associate, engage, learn from, and teach each other, then we'll do it. The price tag for the 3-year journey is $25,000. Is it worth it? Well, no doubt. Accelerating from 1.0 to 2.0 rapidly has its financial benefits. So is it worth it? Well, the answer is clearly yes. The bigger question is, are you worth it? You know, as you look back in life, what was your best investment? Well, for me, it's a simple answer. I've made far more money by investing in me than I have investing in the stock market or any other investment opportunity. See, if you took it all away from me tomorrow, I feel I could start over and do it again because of what I've learned. My greatest worth is in knowing how to get things done. And the same is true with you. If they took it all away, if you moved to another land, if you chose another industry, could you repeat and improve what you've done already? Well, I'm sure the answer is yes. And as you already know, I'm looking for that small group that believes what I believe, that the best investment I can make is in me. I saw a quote. It said the difference between who you are today and who you'll be 5 years from now is in direct proportion to the books you read and the people you associate with. So I want to hang with, I want to associate with 10 people that would challenge me to be my best as I challenge them to be their best. It's that simple. We will meet in person 3 times a year. 2 of those meetings will be in Dallas, Texas. The other meeting can be at a member site if they wish to host it. The agenda will be loosely structured, although focused on ambitious problem solving. It'll be based upon these 6 pillars. Number 1, motivation. Number 2, time utilization. Number 3, differentiation. Number 4, prospecting. 5, selling. And 6, retention. Each time we meet, we'll create a list of the most important issues and then prioritize them by vote. From there, we'll tackle them one by one. It will be a collective mastermind experience. I looked it up, mastermind, a person with an outstanding intellect. The synonyms: genius, mind, intellect, author, architect, organizer, innovator, inventor. Informally, it's called brains or an idea man. You know, the mastermind behind the project. So by definition, we all become the mastermind of the project Wedge 2.0. If this is what you want, you'll find a way to commit. And if it's not, you'll find a comfortable reason why not. If we find 10 producers that want to meet the criteria, it's a go. And if not, we won't. I'll get you set up on a tool that personally I've come to love. It aggregates all of your finances, your investments, your credit cards, your budget. It'll help you with retirement projections, controlling your budgeting and expenses. It's a tremendous tool. For those in the Wedge 2.0, you'll have access and I'll train you how to use it, because it's not what you make, it's what you save that creates wealth. And with wealth comes freedom. It's the ultimate why. Freedom. Freedom of relationships. You'll pick your own clients. Freedom of time. You buy that with money. Look, if you want to be a part of Wedge 2.0 and you meet the requirements, then your first step is to write a check for $1,000 and send it to me. I won't cash it. It's just a sign of your intent and willingness to take action. I'm Randy Schwantz. I look forward to hearing from you.